Welcome children. Children, in our last video we have seen that how to drop a particular value from a series. One more statement is there to remove a value, that is del. Here drop is a function and del is a statement. So now first we see in this video what is the difference between drop and del, and then after that we will see the indexing and slicing. So let's move to our Jupyter notebook. First I am going to create a series. Here S is the series and our series is ready, and it contains 0 to 7 indexes and 1 to 8 data. So if we use drop function, then how we write, suppose simply s dot drop. You know, if we use any function on an object, then we write the name of the object and then dot, and after that the function, after that we provide the desired value. So suppose here I want to drop the index 2, so it will give me result 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 indexes and their respective values. After that, if I print S, then you can see index 2 is there. That means it is not permanently deleted, and whenever we use drop, this statement returns you the series just after the statement. That means it returns the series in the response. Second statement I am talking about del. Drop is a function and del is a statement. So I write del s, suppose 2 again. Alright. So when I write this, it will not return you the series. That means no output given, and it has been deleted. The index 2 has been deleted from the series. If I print s now, so you can see the index 2 is not there. That means the del statement is used to remove the data at a particular index from the series, whereas the drops function is used for selection purpose only. At the time of selection, it removes a particular row and give you the result. But in case of del, it removes the index permanently. अब अगर बाद में भी हम कई बार अब इसको कितनी भी बार प्रिंट करा के देख लें, now it has removed the index 2. So in this way we can say the size of series is immutable. That means we cannot increase the element we have defined earlier, but an element can be removed using del statement. Alright. So this is the difference. Once again, just see, when we use drop, I write drop s dot drop 2. Instantly it gave you the result. That means the drop function returns the series in the result. But when I use del, so we have not got any output because it does not return any value or the series. But when we print, so it will show you the result, and here the index 2 is permanently removed from the series. So this is the difference between del and drop. Now next is indexing. Children, you know what is indexing. That means providing a label to each row of the series, or you can say providing the row label for the data of the series. So you already you have seen how to create indexes for a particular series. You write the name of you write pd.series, then give the data and index. So in this way you can create the series. Now again let's see, s1 equals to pd dot series, and here I am giving the data part. Suppose data part is A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E. This is the data part. And for index I am using, suppose 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Total 5 alphabets are there in the data. So we should have 5 indexes, and when we print S1, then you can see the result. This is your series. Now suppose we, by default, you know, the indexes starts from 0, and if you want to change the indexes, then simply you can give the parameter index at the time of creation of the series, and if afterwards you want to change the index, then also you can change it, like suppose I write s1 dot index equals to, now suppose I want to give the index as like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now to see the result, I write print. So now you can see the indexes are changed. So this is the way you can change the indexes after creation of the series. Let's see what is slicing. In general terms, you know, slicing means cutting the pieces actually. So here also slicing means just extracting the values on the basis of a given criteria from the series. And for slicing, we filter some data from the series on the basis of defining some range. So let's see, here suppose this is your series, alright, and I want pieces from this series on the basis of some criteria. You must have remembered your range function. In that we give start value, stop value and step value. So similarly, in case of slicing in series, first we write the name of the series. After that we write starting index, then colon sign, then a stop index, colon sign and step. Here we can skip all the 3 and any of the 3. So it depends. Now let's see how do we filter the elements from the data from the series. Here 2 to 4, suppose this is your series, I have written 2, that means I have to start from the index 2 up to index 4. Okay, ending is 4. So you know 0, 1, 2, this is 2 and this one is 3. Here stop value is not inclusive actually, so it will give you less than 4 up to less than 4 index. So say in second example, OB it will start from the index 1, so you know 0, and after 0 this is 1, means from second index to all the indexes, because we skip the final value. If I write OB 0, ending we have not defined, but step we have defined. So here it will start from the first index, that is 9, and after that it skipped one row, so it has given you 11. So in this way we can use slicing in our series. Negative step value can also be used. If we have not defined start and ending value and I give only step value as -1, it will print your series in the reverse order. Means 12, 11, 10 and 9. These are the indexes. So now let's see this in our pandas. Suppose this is the series. Again I am creating the same series, as I have deleted some values. So this is my series. Now what I want to do, I want to filter some values using slicing, series slicing. Okay, so I am writing print, the name of the series is S, and what you have to do, you have to give 3 values separated by colon sign. So I have written 2 colon sign here. If I print like this, it will display all the values, because I have skipped all the 3 parts: starting index, ending index, and if I write start value as suppose 2 and ending value I skipped, so it will start from 2 and gives all the indexes. Suppose I write 2 to 6 only, then it will give you 2, 3, 4, 5. So ending value is not inclusive. It will start from the start value and gives you the result up to the index which is less than the stop index. Yeah, stop value. Alright. If I write skip value also, step value also, so suppose I write here, by default step is 1, just like your range function. So here I have written step 2, that means it will skip 1 row. That means 1 row is skipped after the output, means alternatively you will get this is. So it started from index 2, first is 2, after that step is 2, that means it will give you second row after 2. So third index will be skipped. Now fourth index is displayed, and after that 6 index is there, which is equals to the stop index. That's why it gives only 2 and 4. Negative step value can also be given like this. I write so if I write like this, -1, so it will give you in reverse order. If I give it like this, print for negative index, one thing you have to keep in your mind, the start value should be more and the index stop value should be less. In that case you can give So in this way you can use your slicing. Using slicing you can change values also in your series. Like if I write S 2 colon suppose last index is 8 and step value is 2, and I want to change the value for all these indexes 5, and after that I print S. So you can see values are changed. At index 2 it is 5. After that one index will be skipped because step is 2. Then index 4 will be 5. After that index 6 will be 5, and up to 8 we have to give. So up to 7 the result is there. So in this way children, you can use slicing and indexing in your series. I hope you have understood all the things, and your queries are always welcomed. All the best children. Thank you so much.